Hey, Mom! You can... Oh. Okay. So we're trying to find a good spot for dreadlings. We've tried MO and ZW. And neither one's that great. We've tried OJ, and it wasn't... Well, we're going to try OJ now. That's what it was. Okay. So these two were kind of 7 here, I think, and 3. It's just not very good. So we're trying to find a spot with 20 or so dreadlings. So we're working our way down the list, so to speak. We're going to start with Oak Air Jungle. Hey, Chris. Oi. Yep. I yelled for Mom to start watching, and I wasn't quite muted. That's a good start, at least. We got 1 already. Okay. So we had 37 at the start. Ideally, we'll get to like... Well, more than 7. Let's put it that way. I don't really care for this place. I'd much prefer doing legendary or above. So we've gotten 2 already. Again, not bad. Hey, Frosty, how you doing? Frosty's playing the Big Farm on the Steam, not on the phone. So yeah, we're after dreadlings, really. It would be nice to get more than 7. We've gotten 2 already. Okay. For as slow as we are, 7 run is not that good. We need 110 to start with. Gotta remember the Trigarus. Or Triggeroos, or whatever they are. Right in here. Where indeed it's just water. Kill the motherfucker. Well, that reminds me. I forgot to say hello to everyone.
Hello, motherfucker.
Indeed, hello. Yeah, on the below legendary level, we do miss our Harvester of Sorrow. Hey. Chication? Are you a chica? Thanks for the follow. Yo, indeed. So we're playing... We're trying to play better than we normally play. I do prefer legendary and above, so it's easier for me at least. Like the epics are probably the hardest. For me to do. So we have the least amount of health gain, and we kind of rely on health gain. Hey, that's our third Geraldine already. Did we get you dead? Okay. So, already as many as we got in ZW. We get 7 in Mount Okept. We overreached with our left hand ring finger, which you can't see because no camera today. We might be on camera tomorrow. So if you want to see this beautiful, beautiful face of mine, tomorrow is when you need to tune back in. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're running a 20 run of dry lanes. Going to go ahead and use a fish. Get back above 1,000. That's our 4th dread lane this run. So we might get 7 this run. Get a fish to get above 1,000. I like being above 1,000 HP. You just feel a bit safer. I feel like with 1,000 HP, we can pretty much handle everything. There's our YouTube, by the way. If you're new to the YouTube, please do subscribe. It's free. You sub on YouTube, it's like following on Twitch. Like, we need 1,000 subs on YouTube to monetize the channel. we're closing in on at 100. So please do sub on YouTube for free. No cost. No money cost, we should say. It's only a small time cost. Click the button. So we're trying to not use a fish. Not use 2, 4, and 5 until... Yo, 10 bits. It's because... Frosty, you don't have to cheer because I cheered on your stream. Like I said, I don't pay for bits. I do surveys. I'm part of the Twitch research group. So... We're going to get to 500 energy, then use 2, 4, and 5. Get our last charges of each of those. But thank you for the 10-bit cheer, Tugga. Which, you know, stands for totally unnecessary. Greatly appreciated. Let me... Totally... unnecessary. Yeah, I spelled it right. Greatly appreciated. It's 2 N's, 2 C's, and 2 S's, or who really knows? Let's go 2, 4, and 5. No, it's not. I'm not. Nope. 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 I pass. Hello, Markster. Hey, petite fucker. Thank you for the raid. 11 people. Boom, indeed. Click, click, boom. Click, click, boom. Yes, indeed. 11. Yeah, I know the name's petite fucker, but you know, 11 is not too petite, not too small. Again, thanks for the raid. So, how was the stream? This is the first run on stream. We did, I think, 2 runs before the stream. Nothing dropped, so. Well, nothing loot weapon-wise dropped. We did get a Shoreway Slowpoke shell. It's a green uncommon blockchain item. We're trying to find some dreadlings. So far, ammo on 7 is leading. So, but we have the chart from Monsterpedia. We're just going to run down the Monsterpedia list and do each run and try to find the best one for dreadlings. If it turns out to be MO, that's great, because we don't have any problems with MO. I could use one, yes, thank you. If it worked that easily. You know. The main thing we're looking for is ooh, make some food. Yes, indeed. Enjoy the food. We have food after the stream like you're doing. I would leave out the onions myself. But unless you saute the onions. Raw onions I would leave off. But beans, yes. So we're going to just we're in trouble now. We need help. We just went ahead and drank them both. Tourist. Well, I have a what I would call a, well, I wouldn't call it too sensitive, but in the past I have had issues with throwing up, so. But on May the 7th, they took out my gallbladder. Things might be a bit better since then. So, oh, I feel great. May the 7th was, you know, almost 3 months ago, so. I did have a endoscopy ultrasound. He got a stroke in, let's just call it February of 2020. My thyroid was removed August of 2020. And then, gallbladder on May 7th after a severe case of pancreatitis. So yeah, we had a rough little stretch there. So. I think we're at the exit here. We sure could use it gets mouth or no big guy at the end. There's a big guy. Okay, so we just gotta play extra careful. The main thing is the axe and the scavenging gloves. It's like 55,000 gold. There we go. Whatever in his throat. Thyroid gland in the throat. Yes. So we got 4, so not really that big of a deal. So what's next on the list? We're going to try Salt Beach next. Okay. So we're going back to the stash. The thing in my throat. Yeah, that's been removed. Salt Beach is next. We're doing the variety thing also, so we just don't run the same thing over and over and over. Like, we could do 10 runs of ammo and have it done, but that's a little bit boring. I didn't want to do that first. I want to check the wall. Salt Beach. Do we have to go rare or is salt epic also? Salt is epic also. Fishing and mining, though, are the tools. Okay. Fishing and mining are the tools. And let's get a bunch of fish. We're going to take 10. So far, so good. Like, there's still 8 swords. Which is what we're going for. 311. Okay. Currently, this is A2. We've got the trees. These dreadlings are a pain in my buttocks. But it's what we're after anyways. So after this run, I need to check on the internet, I think. Is what we're looking for. Take a quick look at the phone. Which is charging also. Two more. One more. We got all 10. Should be fairly safe. Let's do another one. Okay. So we're trying to do a bingo game. If we get to level 30, which we're level 7 right now, we'll be, there's no time limit on that one. We'll be able to get a $25 Amazon gift card. Soul Beach, indeed. So fishing, we're trying to get, where's the dreadlings right there? We need a lot of dreadlings. Like a lot of dreadlings, please. So we're at 41. So far, Mount Old kept with 7 leads. I think this will be easier than what we just did. Well, there are trigaroos in here. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay. So 41 is where we started. We did get 2 real quick in the last run. Oak Hill Jungle. And then 2 the rest of the run. So. Yo, the raw Kraken Garp. I would keep a seasonal character for her. That's what I would do. A Demon Hunter is what I would keep. I'll answer for her because I think I know what she would say most of the time. Okay. So we've picked up 2 fish already. So the nice thing on the fishing runs, if you eat fish, but you get fish, kind of cancels out. But if you do the fishing run without eating a lot of fish, See, we've already gotten 3 fish. It's kind of good to, so that was the equal. We've gotten 1 this run so far. Drilling, that is. Okay. Go get this. Then we'll wait. There's 1 more to get. Or 2 more. Okay. So let's go ahead and eat a fish. Why not? We're going to wait on the 500. And then we're going 2, 4, and 5. We'll just left click here. Then we'll 2, 4, and 5. Okay. Well, so far, MO on 7 drillings. It seems to be what we're going to have to do. But there's like at least 3 more, if not 4 more, on the list. So that's the 3rd equal. Because after this, well, actually we have 4. We have Brown Woodlands, Trailwoods, Isle of Arl, and Death, and Shallow Swamps to check out. So there's 4 runs. I'll go ahead and eat another fish. That's 2 that we've eaten. We've picked up 3 from fishing. So we can eat 1 more and we're even still right now. Well, I was going to kill these slither, but with these things in the way first, we have to deal with them. There we go. Okay. Fish number 4. So we need to eat another one, yeah. Okay. Still think we're up 1 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've eaten 3. Let's go. Well, we'll get this fishing spot. I think on the isle there's 7 spots. We'll place the bronze trout. We're still technically up 1 fish. No, Isle has. Well, Salt Beach. We're on Salt Beach though. My bad. My mistake. Salt Beach has 7. Yes, is that correct? Forgot where we were. Okay. That's like 3 eagworms already. Only 1 dreadling. You know we're gonna leave. We're actually gonna leave this too. We're gonna leave the coal. We'll come back and pick this up if we have room for it later. But for now, I think we're okay to do that. Ooh, slither skin, yes indeed. Try to left click so our energy will get back to 500 and then we can 245. Now we can right click. Okay, so I still think this is probably a dead end. It does help to know where you are. For the reminder, it's right here, Salt Beach. So maybe we should have went here, but I thought we were going toward a dead end. Guess not. But it does look like a dead end finally. We'll kill this. And get the chest. Well. Yes. So far, 1 drilling. Not the best in trying to get the bunny done. But we are doing a bunch of 4 signs right now. Okay. Dead end. Dead end. Alright, so we're going to backtrack now to the spot up here. Like it went 3 things, not just 1, so. But, you know, it's okay. T. we will take these farm more. Like, if we get something else good, we'll have to eat a fish. We won't have to eat a fish, but we will eat a fish. So we already put down the garbage, so to speak. Anything that drops is not really garbage, but compared to the rest of the stuff. Let's say the less desirable items, not garbage. Okay, we'll leave the coal behind. Okay. I think now to play it safe and to get over 1,000, we will eat a fish. So that's 6 we've eaten on this trip. As like I said, we're used to playing so sloppy because of the Harvester of Sorrow, which also allows us to use the golden Evanbrook egg. That's legendary on the ones that do mythical and transcendent items. We do add a ruby Evanbrook egg. We also get to use our Zilborn, the Venom of the Fallen. Okay. We want to eat 2 fish, one at a time. Let this run off before we eat the other one. And we get the full use of the fish. We'll go ahead and pick this up just because we have room, because we're going to eat this fish. We got 2 fish left. So we've eaten 8. That's 1 more than we possibly could get. We have picked up 7 so far? Okay. We did just get a raw grunt meat. So we've gotten toward the exit, I think. So 2 railings this round, so a lot less than 7. A lot less than 7. So the next, besides souls, what's next? Brawn Woodlands. Brawn Woodlands. Okay. So Brawn Woodlands is trees only. So we got to go back. We're looking to see dreadlings, like 7 around in Mount Okep. So far, we got 4 in ZW. But I don't think it takes 1.7 times the amount of time to do MO than it does to do CW. But we're going to Brawn Woodlands now, which is trees only. Brawn. You stay epic, okay. Trees only. We're gonna scoot this over. We're still going to put all this stuff up. Trees only. Double 3 is going to make me feel like I'm finding more out. Well, you might be actually finding more items. We're just going to do 10 again. We ate 8. Seems like I should have paid attention to Ron Williams doing the trees, but I did not. You know what? We're going to skip it because it clearly wasn't 7. So what's next on the list besides Braun? Trailwoods. Okay. Trailwoods. Trees and scavenging. It's kind of rare though. Okay. Trees and scavenging. Okay. Rares. We use the draft winder bow, and we use the accident intolerant. And we're still rare. Okay. Other than less damage, I think. So we don't mess with our relics at all. It should be slightly easier. Doesn't have to be, but it should be. Yeah, I would think as we did the trees, we would remember Braun. Because we did Braun 7 times to get the trees. I feel like the dreadlings were nowhere near 7. You know, we'll check the internet now. I was supposed to check it. Someone didn't remind me. She wanted you. Frosty? Okay. So we have an hour until. That's what we need to probably right there. Kolobok Adventures. Yay, we won some tuna. Yum yum. Okay, so we're going to start a new Kolobok Adventure Experience High. So we're doing this one, the rabbit. Okay. Let's claim this. Tuna's a common. So that's not much, but still. Doing some breeding on the adventures. So that's after the stream, so we can close it. Okay. We did tweet. Yes, we did. Okay. So now we want to check the Brave browser. Let's see. We're on 63 fans now? On Rising Star? We are. Yeah, Frosty's a bad girl. She forgot to remind us at 11:30. But, you know, we were inside an adventure. Well, this is fast compared to when I'm not streaming. Yes. Because when I don't stream, I spend more time doing what I do. Or what I just did. See, she's being mean to me. Shame, 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 shame. I do. I spend way more time not playing than I've spent playing. So we had 43 coming in. We've already gotten 1. But I shouldn't get too excited because we had 2 real quick on the other one. Ended up with 4. Yo, there's number 2. Okay, but again, the other time we got 2 quick. We ended up with 4 total. So, don't get excited yet. Okay. She's going to be right back. Sure thing. Sure. So we picked up 2 early. Last time we got 2 early, we ended up with 4 on the run. In Oak Here Jungle, I think it was. Trying to get more than 7 because that's what we can get in Mount Okep. Takes about 20 minutes to do Mount Okep. So we got 2 quick ones. Looks like we're stuck here. Two. So we left this undone. I think we probably should. We're going to go here and then probably go back and do think delete this mushroom now. I'm going to left click. And we go 2, 4, 5. So we're at 500 energy now. We'll backtrack and get the up the right side. This right here. This right here. Yeah. Leaving the tree so we know which way to go afterwards. There's 2 more adventures after the trail woods to test out. So that's 3. As soon as we get to 5 energy, we're going 2, 4, 5. We're going to use the crude price, so we run 10% faster. Welcome back, Frosty. You did get a 3rd dreadling. We did investigate the up. It was a dead end. But we need to go ahead and clear it. We're now almost back to the tree. Wait the apple. Yeah. Okay. The song that's currently playing is really low. So the next one by default will sound louder. Hey, there's 2 more bits. Thank you. Once again, Tugga. Okay. Would think you could have done that when you were Burb. But no, you wanted to share with her, I guess. So that's a 4th drilling. That's a mega part, by the way. For those of you who are like, what the hell is he talking about? Ooh. The other Frosty is doing a mega part too. So, you know, we're going to eat a fish, scavenge, and then eat a fish. So back-to-back mega farts. You know what? Just for that, we're going to make it 3 in a row. 3 mega farts in a row. Excuse me. That's what a bean burrito, with or without onions, will do to me. Okay. Tell you what, let's eat one more and get over 1,000. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna eat 2 fish. One, let it do its thing. Then do the other. Because you eat them too close to each other, they overlap, they just reset the countdown, so you don't get the full effect. So let's do this. Let's go up and we'll come back for the tree. Oh, so you want to be a VIP, do you? Okay. Let's go ahead and you are already okay. You're extra special then. You are special in the head. Okay. So yeah, it looks like we should have been in my okay. But there's at least 2 more adventures to try. To be sure. See, 1 fish. When that's done, we'll eat another. We'll get back over 1,000. This is a 4 run so far. I'd much rather just eat the fish than... Although the small potion... We have quite a few of those. It's a bit of difference with a normal size monitor or normal size resolution. Monitor is rather large. It's 32-inch monitor. Still currently only 1920 by 1080 though. By the way, if you have Amazon Prime, be sure you use your one free sub somewhere on Twitch. We would prefer if you use it here, of course. Just make sure every month you do use it. It's no extra cost to you. And the streamer you choose to support gets the same amount as a normal regular sub. So. Also, there's my YouTube. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. The YouTube channel, that is. So 4 is not really that big a deal. So far, we're looking to go MO. We still have... What do we have left? We've not done Isle or Shallow. Okay. Isle and Shallow. Isle and Shallow. Yep. So let's go back to the stash. Drink of tea. Once again, I want to thank Petite Fogger TV for the raid earlier. So we'll check the map on the wall. Isle, trail lanes, yes. Rare, we're on rare. Fishing and scavenging, okay. So let's get the fishing and scavenging, okay. We're going to just go here and do raw again. And get 10 of these. And go cook them up. Yeah, we're trying to get to 100 subs on YouTube. We need 10 of 100, but you have to hit the first 100 before you worry about the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. We do put Lost Relics videos on there. We put the streams up a day later at 3 p.m. Like today's stream will be on there tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we also put opening videos up, like when we open the bounty chest. But we try to have at least 10 chests before we open and make a video. We open the bounty chest, the mysterious nest we have, and the mysterious scroll from the daily rewards we get from here. Oh, later during the stream, we'll get the 300 bounty bug bonus also. So this is Isle. There's 6 fishing spots in Isle, according to Frosty. Again, we're looking for Drellings. We're at 47. 4 seems to be it, except for Mount Okep, we got 7. So we may just do Mount Okep. But we were really hoping for more than 7 from somewhere. Oh, you switched to blue. Truthfully, the trailings is all we really care about this run. So we're on 47. I think since they summon, that the 7 that we get from Mount Okep might be it. We have this, and we have Shallow Swamps to test out. You think Mount Okep has 7 is probably the best? Is that what you're yipping to? Or are you yipping to something else? All blue. Okay, yipping to blue. think this did end sooner than the other way. We'll find out. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. So we're trying to left click everything so the energy will recharge. Just means it takes more swings to kill stuff. At 500 energy, we will do 2, 4, and 5. Would you get a turquoise teardrop? So 2, 4, and 5. The possessors just don't do much damage, so. These guys. 27. That guy seemed to do 39. Okay. We'll eat one to pick one up. We'll eat another one, so we can pick up another one. Okay. So far, this has been another failure as far as dreadlings go. A big whopping 0 so far. Okay. And then, you know, I whine and there's one right there. So we're trying to wait now for 500. So we're left click. Be right back. She needs to do something. Normally that's when I go be right back. I gotta go pee, or I want something new to drink, or, you know, once I have something to do. Rarely do I say, I'll be right back, and not have something to do. Oh. So yeah, I'll do 405 when we get to 500 energy. So let's go to 4 or 5. We'll eat a cooked fish with the scalper bones. So that's 2 and only 2 so far this run. I mean, truthfully, you know, it does look like Mount Oak. We got one more spot to do after this. We'll put this back down. We really don't want to steal her bones. Okay. I do think we'll go ahead and eat one more and pick up the eel. Yep. Follow here on Twitch, sub on YouTube. Both are free. You can do !YouTube to find out what the YouTube channel is. Unfortunately, it's not currently just Southern Stars anymore. I'm gonna leave the skill for bones there. I do feel like we have a backtrack spot, but we probably won't backtrack just because it doesn't seem possible to get 5 on a backtrack spot. And still, I would prefer to if we're talking 7 verse 7. This should be the exit. It doesn't have to be, but it should be. If it's not the exit, it should lead to the exit. There's number 3. But again, still not very likely. I want to eat a fish and run around a bit just to be safer. Right click all this mess and run a bit. And we'll right click in just a minute. And we'll run a bit more and we'll right click. Okay. Again, 3 is still, even if we backtrack and get a few more, it's not worthwhile. We should have taken the skeletal bones. We need to get a few more fish just to play it safe. Shallow Swamps is the last look at dreadlings. It has been kind of fun to mix up the runs a bit. But when you're trying to do dreadlings and dreadlings and dreadlings and dreadlings and more dreadlings, like 7 a run, I guess, is the best we're going to get. I meant to, well, I'm just going to put this up over here. And we'll go ahead and take 10 more. Yep. Shallow Swamps. Fishing, scavenging, rare. So, same damn thing. So, odds are Shallow Swamps is not going to have more than 7. It's a telephone. Let's Lambo. Okay. We're going to fish up these fish, or cook up these fish. How many do we get? Got 8 of the 10. The phone is now fully charged, which is good. Okay. Need to we need to win that fight. Okay. So Shallow Swamps, and then if we don't get past like 7 Jarlings, we'll go back to New Mount Oak, I guess. TWK Crypto, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate it. Shallow Swamps. Here we go. Okay. Let's make 7 of those, and make 7 of those, and do all of that. Okay. So Shallow Swamps, here we go. Okay, you know who I am. How do I not know who you are? Or did you just actually read what was written down below the stream? You have to like grinding. Because currently, that's the game. Grind, grind, grind. We concentrate on bounties. Because there's 8 swords remaining, mythical. We're getting 500,000 bounty bucks. We will have about 300 and 15,000 or close to it. Whoa. Thank you for the sub, sir. Wish I knew who the hell you were. But yeah, if you don't like grinding, this is definitely not the game for you. The play to earn is real, but it's small at the moment because he's trying to make the game last long term, so you can't get super rich anymore. Not that you could probably ever get super rich. Maybe if you played in the first month. Not really. I've seen it compared to Diablo. I myself would not compare such. I mean, truthfully, you run around in adventures, you kill, and that's about it. So, we're going to get our first drilling this run right here. Again, if it weren't for the bounties and the goal of 500,000 bounty bucks, one of the first 10 to do so, getting the mythical sword, I would wait until the next holiday event, which at this point, this is August, probably could be Halloween. Seems to do Halloween, Christmas, and then Easter. So Halloween is like about 2 months away. September, yeah, about 2 months. And then it'll last for about 2 weeks. Then he'll have Christmas, which will last for about 2 weeks in early December. And then he'll have like about 4 months to get ready for Easter. And it'll run for about 2 weeks. So the events are really nice. And the bounties, for me at least, have been really enticing. Although I will say this 500,000, now that we know how long it takes to get there, who knows if we would have done it. We're just past 60%. So let's wait for 500 unity here. We'll do 2, 4, and 5. Get a drink of tea. So yeah, the more you're into grinding something, the more you'll be into this game. Okay. Tell you what, we're going to see if this is a dead end up here. If you don't mind grinding, then, you know, I might go ahead and get a pit. Not financial advice by any stretch of the imagination. So that's going to be 3 trailings. Also, you can spin the camera. We just don't like it, so we don't do it much. But right there was hard to see. Yes, NFA DYOR. Not financial advice, NFA DYOR. Do your own research. Indeed. So yeah, again, you can move the camera to see better. I just choose not to because, honestly, it kind of messes with me. So I prefer not to. You just hit the escape button, go into settings, and go to controls, is it? Let's see. Oh, it was a little slow. Escape, settings, controls, there we go. See, camera rotate. We have a 1 DNA. You can assign them whatever you want to do. Right click, see his energy attack. So we're going to do our 2, 4, and 5. Correct, yeah, just escape settings. The biggest thing is the attack and move holdings. I put on spacebar. It's on left shift, I think, by default. And I'm sure the camera rotates on at all. But if you don't hold down the... I'm left clicking, takes no energy. But I'm holding down spacebar so I don't move. Let off spacebar, I move. So it's really good with the bow. From a distance, you can hold shift. Otherwise, you'd be right on the guy for him to shoot, or her. It's a her currently. So if you're on it, it'll shoot enemies. If you're on the monster, you can see it highlight in red. I think I did trees in Brawn because you get 12 trees in Brawn. I think Mount Oakep was 7 is the most I've gotten in a run. I've gotten 3 so far this run in Shallow Swamps. By the way, Silt Knuckle is one of the 2 people so far to get the mythical sword we're kind of going after. Good evening. You must be Europe or further east in Europe. These are crude bites on 3. I get 7 dry lanes, I think, per run in mount. Like 4 is pretty much the most anywhere else. Let's go 2, 4, and 5. Oh, don't activate your sand, Frosty? Correct, for someone new. I mean, early on, you're just going to be running FC. And unless you buy a bunch, if you buy a bunch of stuff, it's different. But if you just grind it out early on, FC, maybe some AP, or both of those for quote-unquote free players. No membership required. Oh, it's Slight Knuckle. That was Silt Knuckle. Slight. That's what happens when you're 54, almost 55. Even with new glasses. You read stuff wrong. I did think it was Silt Knuckle. That's why I called him Silt Knuckle. Slight Knuckle. Slight Knuckle. Oh. I'll blame it on the purple. It's the purple, not the fact I'm old. No, not Sith Knuckle. Not Slither. That was Silt, not Slight. Okay. I like to be above 1,000. We're not going to be there. Well, we will now. Well, let's just and then wait another one. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was SILILTE. That's what I thought. Not SLITE. Not Slight. Slight Knuckle. Well, I prefer to be correct than incorrect. At least now I know. So hopefully, from now on, hopefully, I shall refer to you as Slight Knuckle. Hey, 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 hey. Tree. Here, let's do this. It's tree. Yeah, the number we doing for. Tree. Of course. Yes. 1, 2, tree. 4. How did he? He's dead. How did he summon the fourth when he was dead? I would, kind of like to know that. Maybe. No, it was him. I'll have to. I will not watch the VOD. I was going to say I'll have to watch the VOD. I will not watch the VOD. Okay, let's just calm down. Eat the fish, wait, and... Yeah, she's got to taken today off just a bit so far. Let's look at Discord. Go, go, go. I was typing in Discord. By the way, Carter, I'm trying. There's just not that many to kill. Got 3 so far this round. I think we're going to go back to Mount Okefin. Because I think we got 7. Got at least 4. You know that much. And again, I'd rather have both eggs plus the harvester spell. Now I'm going to do the highest in just a second. It'll be easier than this actually, because of the 2 eggs and the harvester. Eat the fish. This should be the exit room. So we got 4 this round. Oh, yeah. Now we're safe. Ish. Again, you could spin the camera there if you wanted to. Hey, 71 bushes branding. 71 branding bushes, yes. At least you don't need it. 110 dreadlings. Okay, Carter, here we go. We'll go and get ready for Mount Oketh. Oh, there's Alien Worlds. The little bleep means it's time to mine in Alien Worlds. Yeah, don't die. Well, it's much better to do lesser dungeons and not die than it is to press and die. So, if we're going to Mount Oketh, we'll see if I'm misremembering or not. I feel like I was getting 7 though. Maybe it was just 4 again. But again, with Mount Oketh, we can use all this good stuff that dropped for us. Okay, and we want 1 fish. We don't have a eel, nope. So, how about, let's see this, 300 health. 300, we got more of them than we do. Okay, so we'll take 1 fish. That's true. Where did you die? I feel like... Let me go. Athener, 90,000. It's way over 9,000. Thank you for the follow. 90,000. Athener. So we're doing our Alien Worlds mine right now. Take this email and delete it. Take this other email. Delete that one. Did somebody... Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Delete that one too. We'll claim our trillium. Okay. And we'll continue on. Still 8, hopefully. Yes. So we're at 311, 780. This one will give us 1550. So it'll be 313,330, I think. I didn't want to go back upstairs. For the dev, it's hard to know, really. It's enough for him to live in Australia, I would think. So, for myself as a player, not much. It all depends. Once we can convert this back to Jijin, because, you know, that's 169 in Jijin, which is about $1. What are you right now? $1.41. So let's just call it 170. It's 6230, about 238. So there's about $238 worth of stuff just sitting here. So of course, if the price goes up more, yeah, she's probably right. Like pre-stream, I played and got a shell to drop, a green blockchain. It's probably, if I had to guess, like 0.5, so it's like 70 cents. So, game is still on pre-release. He did give out a lot of value early on. Like the stuff I have, these eggs, both eggs, the harvester. Like, you know, that's 1,000. That's 1,320, so that's 2,320. That's actually a little low. But that's 2770. And it's over this 30. Let's just call it. We got about 32,000. 1280. Thank you for the follow. Ford Mondeo. The fourth dimension. So you're not the first Mondeo, you're not the second Mondeo, you're not the third Mondeo, you're the, should be fourth Mondeo, not Ford. But anyways, we have approximately $4,000 worth of stuff here from these 4 items. It's a good thing you can't lose them. Oh, is Ford Mondeo is a car. Okay. Ford. Good. At least it's not that you don't understand first, second, third, fourth. Good. The Ford Mondeo. Never heard of the Ford Mondeo. Is it must be a European car that Ford makes. What she just said is how I look at it. Most of what you see, I wouldn't get rid of until I decided to stop playing the game. So we've gotten one Jarlene already this run. If Carter is still here, this is a 7-sword difficulty dungeon. That used to be way too hard. Now it's way too easy. 198? 110's bad enough. I will say, I don't think he has the bounties like really balanced out that well. Oh, I should go back and get whatever the hell it is. Like right now, after this one, I do have my ones for bounties. I need 51 fire wings, which it's like 13 runs. Then we 132 bandors and 44 trees, so that's 4 runs of brawn plus whatever bandors remain. Then we have 79 fire wings with 43 bushes. And 2 swords, we have 114 race with 72 fish, and 67 equal arms with 76 rocks. And our 3 sword, another 313 lizard guard with 70 potions, 119 pharaons again with 57 engineering items. We'll probably do the potions and the engineering off stream. Just need the kill stuff. We also have 70. You know it's bad when you can't reach your own writing. 70 something. Chompers maybe? With 108 trees. So that's 9 runs of brawn to get the trees. And then we have 70 ogums with 96 trees. That's 8 runs of trees, which is 8 runs of brawn. Well, 2 things. 1, I've never had great handwriting. 2, it's a little bit worse. It's a stroke. Mostly because we don't take our time, right? By the way, there's my YouTube. If you're new, please go and sub. We're trying to get our first 100. Ideally, we can get to 1,000 eventually and monetize. Oh, is your handwriting good or bad? Not quite sure what you're getting at there, Frosty. But yeah, I've never had good handwriting. From playing football, American football, putting your hands down to get into your handwriting is good. And my handwriting sucks. It's always been poor. I've seen your handwriting a little bit. Mostly I've seen it on the Thailand Bad Blood when you were keeping track of who did better. Yourself, Brian, or myself. What do you think for me is a long stream anymore? Because I want to do, for me, what is a long stream? Maybe like 8 hours? On my birthday in December. Also, might do a what is a long stream for me. Some type in October also. Then we'll be on our 5th year of affiliate. I think 8 hours probably. Don't you think for me, Frosty, 8 hours is quote unquote long? Do you think 8 hours would be nice to get some confirmation though. Okay. I like seeing that one. It says you are far superior. Oh. Well, if you tell somebody else, it doesn't do me any good. So you think 6 hours? Well, that's double what we do normally. We could split between LR and Hot Wheels Unleashed, because Hot Wheels Unleashed comes out September 30th. It'll still be kind of new. We were at what, 54? So we've gotten 2 so far. Maybe the 7 was a bad memory. Slight knuckle. See? I remembered. So I missed where I meant to go. But we'll just go ahead and backtrack all the way. So you're talking about like where the door is locked on you, like here, when the door is locked. That makes a bit of sense. Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah, this one was nothing really. There are times when I run around in a circle or square, I guess. So we're about to do another lock-in room. Oh, we're here. We're having fish sticks and french fries. So we'll do a 5. And we'll do a 4. So we can right click and kill her. Okay. Yeah, fish sticks and french fries. You have a standing invitation, you know that. Used to the crude vice. Now we'll try to go where I meant to go before, when I made a mistake. I want to go here. Right here. Yep. That room. But the good news is we backtracked. Anyways, we had to do that. So we sort of did it sooner than later. So this will be 3 here. Once we kill this. Gotten at least 3. So we did 5. Got a fountain of youth up ahead. Okay. We'll get the fountain of youth on the way out of here. So yeah, the hardest dungeon is really not that hard for us. But again, we have both eggs and a harvester of sorrow. If we had neither, if these 3 items did not exist for us, then this would be a lot harder. This brings back 10,000 health. This brings back 7,500 health. Frosty, thank you for the raid. And this brings back 4,500 health. So, like 2,200. Or 22,000 is what I meant to say. So we get back 7 health bars if we use the wall. So the coal is the cheapest thing we have currently, along with the sculptor bones. Oh, the nerd himself. So we got the 6 items that we're going to throw down. So we're just backing them and swinging, and back and swing. Well, we were going to left click, but everything was. We'll just left click this guy. Okay. So we've gotten 3 this run. Leave the coal behind. So maybe the 7, like I said, with a good heavy win rate. Even 3 or 4 seems kind of crap. We need 110 total. So we went into the fire we didn't mean to, but we did. So we're going left and left again, and left again, and left to warn down. There we go. Okay. Leave the coal behind. We'll use the 4. So we can shoot, right click on this. Wrong. It must be a European thing. Because... or it's new. Or it's very old. One or the other. It's either new, old, or European. One of those three. Chevrolet Malibu. RS. They call it Chevy. Let me Google foo. Ford Mondeo. Let's see. Is it? Yay. Oh, it's manufactured since 1993. Oh. It was meant... The first Ford declared a world car. The Mondeo was intended to consolidate several Ford model lines worldwide. The European Ford Sierra, the Ford Telstar in Asia and Australia, and the Ford Tipo Mercury Topaz of North America. It's derived from the Latin word mundus, meaning world. For the first two generations, the Ford Mondeo was produced using the Ford CDW27 platform. For the third generation, to the EUCD platform. The fourth current generation uses the Ford CD4 platform, the first car to do so. Due to declining sales and a growing trend towards SUV crossovers over sedans, Ford plans to discontinue the Mondeo in March 22 with no direct successor. So they're going to stop making it in March. They assemble it in Belgium. Well, they did assemble it in Belgium in Genk, from 92 to 2013. In Russia, they assembled it in... I'm just going to type this out because fuck it. The first V you probably don't pronounce. Sevoloshk. And in Spain, the Ford Valencia. Oh, 2014 till present day. It's a large family car. It has a 4-door saloon, a 5-door fastback, and a 5-door estate. It's related to a Lincoln Continental, a Ford Taurus, the Lincoln MKZ, and a Jaguar X-Type. By the way, all this stuff I'm reading comes from here. Anyways, back to Mount Oakheath. It does look rather nice. The big thing about the Malibu is it's a RS, which stands, I think, for Rally Sport. So it's got some stuff on it that's not on the typical Chevy Malibu. The Chevrolet Malibu we have is a sizable car. That's 4. That's why the price is going down. They saw him. 4 that's run. We've gotten more than we've have kills of Dreadlings. We got 3 this run. Unless if there's 1 in the exit room. We're not getting 7, that's for sure. So either this run was a poor run, or I misremembered. Because we got 3 this run. Ooh. We have like maybe a 7-inch screen in the car. It's for the backup cameras. So when you put the car in reverse and move it about 2 feet, not even a meter, like it starts showing you what's behind the car from cameras. So yeah, we got 3. Like, this is somewhat sad. We'll see if the memory is bad again. If we get 3 again. There's 1 right there. Because we run 57. There he is right there. Dead. Goodbye. Made 58. Hey, girl. I hope she doesn't have what the... her problem was the other evening. No camera today, as you can tell, girl. There's a raw organ mark. Okay. We'll take it. Take it! Take that little piece of my heart now, baby. Whoa! Okay. Gonna go 5 and 4. Just so we can continue on. Trying to kill Dreadlings. Last run there were only 3. There may only be 3. I remember there being 7. But that's the problem when you get old. Your memory is... Yep. My memory is turds. Dreadlings. Like, don't remember, maybe it was Braun we got more. Ah. Chris was going for the transmogs. in D3. There's like 21 special. At least you found out fairly early that they weren't tradable. Seems to be a bit of a flaw in the ARPG for something to be not tradable, at least within a party. Okay, so we missed the front, but we hit the back. Again, we face take because we have so much health recovery. I would not recommend face taking unless you have equal health recovery. Ooh, Chris. You should have noticed on the first one. So Frosty has a nice little start. It's what you're saying. She got 2 on hers. So that's the second drilling this run. We'll do the walnuts again. Kill it. It's dead. It's okay. It's dead. It's dead. Let's do a 4 for the heck of it. We did another 4 just to make it easy. We have 2 uses left of our harvester. Our O button. Ooh. Unfortunately, I was correct on why she had so many burbs. It was also kind of wise that I didn't just talk about it out loud. To give a hint to it. So clearly something you're eating is not agreeing with your system. Was it yesterday was it the day before? If it's yesterday, I just didn't quit. We got new stuff about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Probably 3 weeks ago. Or 5 days ago. Really? It's been that long? Since you had the issue you're having currently? Frosty, when was the patch that made this place was really hard? It was too hard, actually. Now it's too easy. The thing to remember, this is one person doing everything. So it takes a while for stuff to get done. Was it a month ago? Okay. He does a lot of the hot fixes quicker. I'm sure we'll get something this month, I would think. And then we'll get the Halloween event in October. And the Christmas event in December. The biggest thing is going to be him finding the happy medium between him making enough money to live on and there being enough stuff given out in the game that people are like, oh wow. I think he should actually make a cryptocurrency of shadow stones. The problem is he's already sold a fairly good number of these. Like, each shadow stone was 0.01 Jinjin, which at the time was like probably $1. Now it's $1.40 per Jinjin, and it's going up today. Where it was. Well, it's $1.40 now. It's actually down today. Okay, we have enough to go across. We'll just wait here now. We need to do this anyways. This rock. Okay, we're going to wait until we're back over 2,000. Okay. So 56. Here we go. That's copper ores. 37. It's you could still make a these shadow stones could become a cryptocurrency that had its own value. Like other games have their own crypto also, despite being backed by other stuff. So where do we need to go? Did it here? Did it in here? Oh, I see. What we missed here. Okay. Another oak part. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Well, the thing is, he'd have to make it to where you can get shadow stones in the game, right? Or by doing stuff. He would have to give out shadow stones. If he did shadow stones, that is. Again, he needs to figure out a way that he could make a living while also hiring someone else that can make a living off the game. Tiago! Ha! Thank you for the follow. So yeah, like 3 is all we're getting here. Wonder why I thought I got 7. So Slight knew what they were talking about. It's only 3. Once again, Tiago, ha! Thank you for the follow. So, let me. I didn't run Braun. Let me run Braun. See what we get. Okay. Because these trailings are really starting to piss me off. The good news is got good that run. So Braun. Epic with trees only. If we got trickery, we don't really want to worry about. Let's do ZW, I guess. We'll get 4 a run. We need to get these scavenging. That way we can still use the good stuff. Let's get one more fish. Okay. ZW is what I want. Want it, okay. I had hoped to finish this on stream. It's gonna be hard to get 50. Preferably we can get I think it's 4 this run on ZW. Need 50. That's like 13 runs. That's like a lot of runs. ZW. The phone's ringing. I wonder who that is. Doesn't sound like she's going to answer it. Oh, she did. This tune, you can find the name of it on the bottom of the stream, but I'm going to tell you it's from Charlie Foxtrot. Charlie Foxtrot. It's called from the album I will say I thought the song was Hot Tub Bunny, not Hopped Up. Not sure what's better, what I thought he said or what he really says. Well, I just wanted to give you the option. I mean, I thought it was hot tub, not what it really is. Well, you could see them today if you wanted to, because there's no camera today. Although there might be camera tomorrow. And I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea whatsoever. Okay. So we got 1 so far. This one is ZW. Odds are I'm going to get 4. I think what I'm going to do after the stream is work on the engineering and the potions for the 2 higher up. I think they're 3 sword bounties. They are. It's the ones that require lizard guards. 313. That's quite a few. Although lizard guards you get like 20 a run, so it seems like you make more progress. Actually, you get 23 to 25. In the Pharaons, we need 119. I think also you get more than just a few each run. So, and those are 3 sword. 2,420. Plus, we're guaranteed at least a 400 time bonus, so they're like 2820. So we want to get at least those 2 done this week. Hey, there's a second drilling this run. Let's do foreign car swing right click. Okay. Again, if they're on red, you don't have to attack in place. I'm getting a bit hungry, which is surprising because we had ramen with noodles normally. Or ramen with noodles. Ramen with tuna. And normally putting the tuna in the ramen makes it fill you up pretty solidly. Either way, not too bad. Let's do 5. I've done that before. Scramble the egg, or do you do it? Just put the egg in it. And are you talking about the cheap stuff? Because I'm talking about the cheap stuff. So there's the 3rd dreadling. So we get 3 to 4 per ZW. We still have 4 uses of the open button, so let's use the crude bice. Like, if I ignored the... Do you stir it any, or do you just let it get boiled? Like almost like a fried egg, sunny side up, I guess. Stir it in. So you kind of scramble the egg, almost like an egg drop soup, then sorta. Not quite, but sorta. I've actually... Well, if you put the tuna in, it looks like somebody threw up in it. You used to eat a can of tuna with a can of cream of mushroom soup. But we self-diagnosed the creaminess has made us throw up. But, you know, with the gallbladder removed, that may not be the case anymore. But we're kind of chicken shit to try. Because throwing up and running like a whole week kinda sucks. We're just left clicking on this. Because the eggs here are keeping our health total fairly. I can see everything but the cheese. I don't. Although shredded cheese would melt easier than what we get. We get the lactose-free cheddar, and so it's like a rectangle, kinda. It's not that big. We slice it with a slicer, so not a huge deal, but it's good for sandwiches that way. Yeah, because it's a lot bigger piece at one time. Something to try would be breakfast sausage. So what I normally put in the ramen. By the way, there is the YouTube if you want to go check it out. Okay. Breakfast sausage crumbled, like 2 pieces. Really, really good. You put it in for like the last minute. You let it kind of cook. You get quite a bit of the sausage kind of oozes out and flavors the broth. It's much better that way. Yes. If we have ham or turkey for sandwiches, it's good to slice up a little bit to put in the ramen. It stretches it. It makes it fill you up. Which is why I'm surprised I'm a little bit hungry with the tuna. Because usually, when you can of tuna in the ramen, fills you up pretty good. Drilling number 4. So, we'll get at least 4 this run. Okay. Not that bad. Not great, but not that bad. Yeah, breakfast sausage is really good in it. Just 2 pieces. Crumble it up. I'll take the spoon and crumble it up before the bowl. I put 2 pieces in the bowl. Crumble it with a spoon. And the sheet pack calls for 3 minutes. I do 4. I do actually 2 minutes of boiling with just the water and the noodles. And after it's been in there 2 minutes, I put the flavor packet and the sausage in, turn it down, and let it go 2 more minutes. Once it's done, I turn it. Oh, actually, I turn it off probably the last minute. That was a mistake. Should just kill this thing. So, like the last minute, Well, I always eat or drink all the broth, no matter what. And that does, like, as long as you don't smell the boiled egg when you go to eat it. I would much rather do that with the broth from the ramen and tea, honestly. But that could be because I've never had either way. But yeah, boiled eggs just don't fart. Because boiled egg farts are deadly. Like, really deadly. Because boiled eggs... Exactly. Yeah. For sure. Didn't think about the visual. I was too busy thinking about the farts, to be honest. Because boiled egg farts are among the worst. She's living dangerously, huh? I guess she figures after that mega fart there's not much left inside, so might as well go ahead and hug. This song sounds like what's her name? Young girl. Not... Who's the skater boy singer? Avril, yeah. But it's not. It is, As the Zipper Falls. Avril Lavigne, that's it. And I was thinking, I knew it was Atlantis, even though that's the only name that was, like, coming to the forefront of my brain. You could also say it sounds a little bit like Amy Lee. Ooh, a steel ingot. Amy Lee from Evanescence. So the steel ingot, that's 119 shadow stones. So that's like $1.60-ish. So you take that with the Shoreway Slowpoke shell from earlier, off stream, like $2.50 almost. Not quite, but almost $2.50. Like, depending on use of electricity, if you live in a really poor country, like $2.50, not too bad for playing a game. This should be the exit room. We still have 4 uses of the harvester. So we'll use one now. We use the harvester and just face take him. Yeah, he's dead. So, yeah, we're getting 4 per ZW. It's relative. We're getting there with 2 uses, so we need to have that second fish. We will leave the coal on the ground, and we'll exit. So if we knew 3 an hour, that's 12 an hour. We still need 46 though. It's 4 hours. Actually, we'll go one in the back. Kind of have to right click. It's not really what you want to do. Oh, hang on. Let me. I'm just going to mute. So, Mom brought in her medicine, so I can make her medicine list. Check, yeah, it didn't look, but did I mute? So good. Okay. Okay. Doing my big farm stuff. Mobile harvest. Okay. Let's think. We'll do this stuff. Okay. 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 So the oven is just down preheating, so the fish sticks and french fries shouldn't be ready until we're complete with this run. Since we were raided, we will raid. So it would be really cool if Frosty were to find someone for us to raid. Big farm, mobile harvest, yes. Oh, by the way, if you're going to play that game, you should be one of my referrals. Let me get you a referral link. Like this game or this site gives $1, and if you enter your $1 into the payout zone or the reward pool, so 1G or Havoc Samurai, okay. Yeah, the referral link is, well, if you earn a 10 points, I get 2. I get 25% of whatever you, extra of whatever you earn. So if you get a game, and download it, and you get 1,000 points for installing a game on your phone, I get 250. In addition to the 1,000 you get. But for me, and also Frosty had the experience, not everything has worked properly as far as if you download a game, there's no guarantee it will work on the site. Like, I actually enjoyed a Tasty Tale. It was not quite a match 3, but somewhat similar to a match 3. Which normally I don't really care for. But it was more than just a simple... Well, it's like Bejeweled, but you have to... Well, it's like do X. If you do X, you beat the level. If you don't do X, you don't beat the level. Like some levels, it's like get the eggs and other stuff. So, but for some reason, Tasty Tail, it did not work for me. Luckily, I complained twice and they gave me some $1 each time. Prospect. While I'm here, let me get my referral for swag bugs. Put it in the chat too. Let's here's the referral to swag bucks. Each swag bucks is like 1 penny. But you get swag bucks sometimes just for searching. If you use their search bar. I have it on my Chrome, so about every 3rd or 4th search, like once a day pretty much, maybe twice a day. Well, when you stream, you should put your link in the chat. See if you can get somebody. Like with swag bucks, I'm getting games that aren't on one play, like the Bigo game, not on one play. On swag bucks also, I'm taking if I get 2,200 swag bucks, which is $22. Basically, I get a $25 Amazon gift card. Because currently they're on sale. The 2,500 is on sale for 2,200. So you save 300 swag bucks. Currently, we're not quite there. So we're hoping to get there before the sale goes away. Okay. We're going to eat the mushroom. and drag this all the way to the end because odds are we're going to end up throwing them away anyways. Okay. Huh. Through the referral link? Let's see. It's probably, yeah, you probably got some blockers. I'll put that back in chat one more time. It definitely does a pop-up when you sign in, yeah. So you have to at least allow pop-ups. Also, are you on Brave or on Google? Yeah, I definitely don't remember how I signed up, to be honest. I think I found it. Somebody probably wrote an article about it on Push OX. And I signed up for that. Too bad I didn't use their referral. They would have got a lot of points. I wonder if Pyramid's kind of like if Frosty gets a referral. I wonder if not using Brave. Okay. I wonder if like somebody gets a say Frosty gets a referral, and of that 1,000, Frosty gets 250. Well, the person gets 1,000, Frosty gets 250. I wonder if I get 62 or 63 or nothing. If I pyramid, so because you get an additional 25% for everything Frosty earns. She still gets all her points. Also, the incentive to play is you get some crypto. Currently, you get some EOS. That's if you join the reward pool, which kind of gobbles up your Wombucks. You can wait and see. Like this week, I'm probably going to get about 60 cents. So currently I'm in the 90 cent range. Let me look real quick. Won't play. I want 86 cents, but I don't have as much activity so far this week as I did in previous weeks. But still, 86 cents for playing games. It's kind of like this, right? It's $1 that I wouldn't have any ether without it. You laugh at it. Are you rich anymore? I don't think so. $1 is... it's 5 packs of ramen, almost. You're not rich anymore. Oh. A bit traumatic. Or fun. Frosty.
I just needed you to know. I love you.
Yep. Also, now that I think about it, and really know what you're talking about, the reason you have more than I do is you saved up more points than I did. But you would also have more if you played more this week. Which you've actually not played that much this week, I don't think. The only sad thing is Hero Zero does 1,000 points a day, so I suggest doing Hero Zero. Also, at level 50 on Hero Zero, you will get an NFT that you can either keep or sell. I'm keeping mine currently. And at level 100, you also will get an NFT. They are Series 2 NFTs, not Series 1, but still. It's an NFT. The big farm stuff is fun. It's probably more fun than Hero Zero. To play Hero Zero, Dragon Farm or Dragon Fantasy or Dragon Storm Fantasy, I can understand because that game actually looks pretty good. Hero Zero freezes a lot. 4 and 5. But yeah, there's a lot of games on there that I'll install them and play them just a little bit to try to like well, make sure you delete stuff you don't need on your phone. That's the big thing I found. Like, I've deleted a good number of stuff on there that I was talking mostly about the games from one play that no longer work. Like, I delete them. Like, if I don't get credit for playing them, I'm not going to play them. Well, that's the only two that I'll probably keep from one play currently. I do have the bingo game and a Marvel game from Swagbucks. It'll be the bingo game once I hit level 30, which currently I'm like level 7. But there's no time limit on that one. You get 2,000 Swagbucks, it's like $20. Just for play the bingo game. And I play it mostly on the toilet or while watching TV. So you really don't have to pay much attention. If you get a bingo, you get to roll a die. It's 1 6-sided. And you have to move around the Monopoly board. And at different points on the Monopoly board, you can buy properties. If you get the properties, you can put houses on them. You get more stuff for landing on them. Next time on the board. So which will give you more chips to play more bingo with. Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the earlier thing. Yesterday, I was here at the exit room on Braun. So I had done like all the trees. We're just going to face tang him because we have the harvester. We were in the exit room and the electricity went out yesterday. It blinked on off or off on. So it kind of sucked. We lost a whole complete run. We're going to take the mushroom with us. Speaking of that, we're going to get in. So we lost like 12 trees and whatever killing we did. So we got 5 drillings that run. Okay. We are going to kill the music. Right here. Exit. There goes the music. Let's check Twitch real quick. And let's go to the Lost Relics directory and see who we're going to raid. Oh, they both have 7. They both have a camera. Since I haven't raided Havoc, I think I'll raid Havoc. /raid HAVOC_samurai. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I should be back with more Lost Relics bounty stuff. By the way, Spanish, please. Please, please, please. Again, we thank Petit Fogger TV for the raid earlier. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's do a quick shout out. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. Goodbye.